come, SILJE, in Poland. How did you find this place in Poland? Why did you come here?
You mean in general, why Poland, right? Yeah. No, it was like I tried to explain many times before. I was forced into a situation last year in Norway where I had to flee my country after receiving tips from psychiatrists, from my lawyers, and they asked me, they plead to me that I, should go out of Norway. So then I had no other choice than to seek refugee here. And it was like an obvious choice because I have a great history with Poland and I have many Polish friends. And I knew that if I ever was in trouble, I could, depend on help from them, and they helped me. So this was the reason to why I chose Poland, yes.
The biggest problem is BARNEVERNET, yeah? What kind of office is this?
Oh, it is very, huge question, but, what separates BARNEVERNET from, other, similar offices in other countries. It is, the enormous power given to them through the legislation in Norway that, these caseworkers in BARNEVERNET, they have this enormous power to operate outside of both the law and outside of, normal court proceedings. So if you ever, come in trouble with, for example, a caseworker or etc., this one person has this enormous power to, act.
It's correct, you mean?
The system? Of course not. And it is not, in accordance with, international conventions or, not even in accordance with the national legislation in Norway. But, this has, existed for such a long time and nobody seems to be doing anything about this. Because, the politicians, if they would, they very easily could have, withdrawn this power because they gave this power to,
You are waiting, yes, now for Azyl. Yeah. And my question is about Foreign Minister, Mr. Czaputowicz. It depends of him?
Yes, because, I have been waiting since January this year, because in January the head of Office for Foreigners declared officially that my situation were at risk, and if I were to go back to Norway it would be in danger for me and my child. And in the same declaration it stated that my basic human rights were violated in Norway. Article 8 of the convention, and also the Convention of the Child, Article 9. This was highlighted the most in this declaration from the Office for Foreigners. And since then, it seems like these caseworkers within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has, deliberately, postponed every time this decision, because now it is like the fourth time they, avoid to make a decision.
My question is now about a relation between Norway and Poland. Poland have a relation in gas business and fish factory. Maybe it depends between your person and business between both countries.
I think this is not correct, and I think this is, only the opinions among personal opinions among some caseworkers within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And as a political analyst, I cannot see the logic of these statements. And from my perspective, it seems like they're only looking for reason to turn down the motion. And these motions are, you know, according to my attorneys, not even in accordance with the laws here in Poland, with the Polish constitution. So this is the reason why this has, you know, arise, you know, questions which is much larger than only the case of me and Ira.
How long time you have to wait to be a refugee in Poland?
From what I've heard, the last message now is, you know, the statements from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs after receiving, you know, pressures from the media is like the 22nd of June, so a couple of more weeks.
And after you have two possibilities. One possibility is to stay in Poland and another one?
You know, another one, I don't think, you know, it is like only black and white, but, you know, for the moment, going back to Norway is really not an option because, you know, and that is also the problem in this case. You know, Norway tried to cover, you know, the mistakes they done in my case because this case is so ugly, because you have, you know, statements from the Norwegian ambassador to Poland where he states, you know, things that are not true because it is not, you know, what the evidence in the case tells, because he said that then there are no proceedings against me in Norway and everything is fine and, you know, I can go back and we will be happy to have her or whatever. But this is not the case because we have evidence with the police inside of my apartments in the middle of the night searching for my child, you know, without any orders, without any orders from the court, without nothing. And I never violated any laws in my life, and still, you know, the police even try to hunt me down here in Poland, and that is, you know, for me, one of the, you know, most serious issues about this case, that, you know, the Norwegian police went so far in their effort to try to, you know, hunt down me and my child that they deliberately try to use the Polish police, and they made false statements and put them into the Schengen system. And my attorneys and me, we discovered this with help from the Polish police ministry.
Okay, I would like later to speak with member of Polish Parliament about your situation. Thank you for a speech. I wish you a very good time in Poland and maybe you will stay longer here.
Yes, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Panie pośle, Norweżka prosi o azyl w Polsce. Czy to nie jest coś dziwnego w kraju, w którym przyznaje się pokojową Nagrodę Nobla?
Wie pan, ja nie chcę komentować tego, co tam się dzieje w Norwegii w ogólności, natomiast w sytuacji pani SILJE GARMO, no myślę, że ona, jej prawa człowieka, jej prawa i jej córki są zagrożone, czyli faktycznie jest zagrożenie, jeśli by wróciła do Norwegii, jest zagrożenie dla niej i dla jej rodziny, jest zagrożenie, że zostanie jej odebrane dziecko. I myślę, że Polska jest od wieków tym miejscem, gdzie ludzie z całej Europy przyjeżdżali, żeby schronić się. Jesteśmy krajem tolerancyjnym, jesteśmy krajem otwartym. Naprawdę mamy w tym wielowiekową tradycję i myślę, że to jest naturalne, że jeśli ktoś chce znaleźć schronienie, to przyjeżdża do Polski.
Rozmawiałem dzisiaj z nią, boi się, że ze względu na relacje zarówno polityczne, jak i biznesowe między Norwegią i Polską nie zostanie jej ten udzielony azyl i co dalej?
Ja nie wiem, czy będzie udzielony, czy nie, trudno mi jest powiedzieć, jaką decyzję podejmie minister, natomiast myślę, że Polska nie zostawi pani SILJE GARMO samej sobie. Czy to będzie azyl, czy to będzie jakaś inna forma pomocy. Możliwe jest przecież, żeby wystąpiła nawet o polskie obywatelstwo i może być jej przyznane.
Dziękuję bardzo za rozmowę.
Dzięki.
Zgodnie z cytowanym już wcześniej przepisem ustawy o ochronie i udzielaniu cudzoziemcom, udzielanie azylu jest możliwe w sytuacji zaistnienia dwóch przesłanek. Po pierwsze, jest to niezbędne dla zapewnienia cudzoziemcowi ochrony. Po drugie, przemawia za tym ważny interes państwa polskiego. Minister Spraw Zagranicznych, prowadząc niniejsze postępowanie, koncentruje się na analizie sprawy pod kątem drugiej z przesłanek, bowiem pierwsza była badana i oceniona przez Urząd do Spraw Cudzoziemców, a dokładnie w formie decyzji wydanej przez szefa tego urzędu. W trakcie prowadzenia postępowania minister m.in. poddał analizie kwestii ochrony praw człowieka w Norwegii, w tym w szczególności naruszenia przez ten kraj Konwencji o ochronie praw człowieka i podstawowych wolności, a w szczególności artykułu 8 dotyczącego życia rodzinnego w kontekście orzecznictwa Trybunału Praw Człowieka w Strasburgu, jak również aspekty polityczne i relacje dwustronne z Norwegią, ich perspektywy oraz sytuację wewnętrzną w kraju, a także stosunki wielostronne, w których uczestniczą oba kraje, problematykę konsularną we wzajemnych relacjach i perspektywy. Chciałbym także, kończąc już, zadeklarować, że zgodnie z zamierzeniami decyzja w tej sprawie ministra spraw zagranicznych zostanie wydana do dnia 22 czerwca bieżącego roku.